Water, the biggest and most used resource on our planet. It covers 70% of the Earth's surface, creating the breathtaking landscapes we admire and depend on. Yet, amidst the vastness of our blue planet, a hidden crisis is unfolding. It is easy to assume that water will always be abundant, especially when it surrounds us in abundance. But let me share a startling fact. Only 3% of the world's water is fresh water, the kind we drink, bathe, and use to grow our crops. And of that small fraction, 2/3 are locked away in frozen glaciers or otherwise inaccessible. This scarcity has far-reaching consequences. Astonishingly, 1.1 billion people worldwide lack access to clean water, and an additional 2.7 billion people face water shortages for at least 1 month every year. It is not just a matter of thirst. Inadequate sanitization exposes 2.4 billion people to life-threatening diseases like cholera and typhoid fever. Tragically, 2 million, mostly kids, lose their lives annually to diarrheal diseases alone. But here's the alarming truth. If we don't act now, this crisis will only intensify. By 2025, 2/3 of the world's population may confront water shortages, impacting every aspect of our life. And it's just not humans. Ecosystems worldwide are under threat.
The term water scarcity refers to a situation in which the available water sources are insufficient or inadequate to meet the current or future water needs of a specific area. Water scarcity is a very intricate issue and is the result of many different factors. Some of the more notable factors include climate change and population growth. Climate change disrupts where and when it rains, floods, and droughts. The heating from climate change is also melting glaciers, reducing snow from mountains, and making sea levels rise. As the global population increases, unprecedented demands have been placed on water resources as population is growing in urban areas and these people adopt water-intensive lifestyle. The demand of water also starts to skyrocket. On top of this, more water is needed to fulfill agricultural needs of this growing population, which is just adding on to the problem of water scarcity.
Water scarcity has many effects on people and animals. Many people are affected by water scarcity in negative ways, as people have less access to clean drinking water. People become desperate, which can cause people to drink anything drinkable. This will eventually lead to many people drinking polluted and infected water, which in turn gives people many health problems like brain-eating bacteria. Animals are also affected by water scarcity, as many animals have habitats built on water, like beavers. Due to there not being enough water, animals might not be able to build their homes, in turn leading them to die off due to disease or predators. This can cause destabilization of the food chain and lead to many plants and animals dying off.
According to the National Environmental Education Foundation, less water means less available habitat for waterfowl, beavers, muskrats, and other animals. Crowding into smaller spaces for access to food, water, and habitat makes these animals more vulnerable to diseases, predators, and competition with other animals. Many animals rely on water sources for migration and movement. Reduced water availability can disrupt migration patterns and force animals to travel longer distances in search of water, exposing them to new threats and challenges.
According to the UN, 1 in 4 people, 2 billion people worldwide, lack safe drinking water, and 1.4 million people die annually of diseases related to poor water, sanitation, and hygiene. An estimated 190 million children in 10 African countries are the highest risk from insufficient access to clean water and sanitation facilities, exposing them to hygiene-related diseases. This is according to a new analysis by UNICEF, the UN's Children's Fund.
Another study released ahead of the UN Historic Water Conference reviewed household access to wash services, the burden of wash attributable deaths among children under 5, and exposure to climate and environmental hazards, revealing where children face the biggest threat and where investment in solutions is desperately needed to prevent unnecessary deaths.
So far, we have delved into the depths of the world's water crisis. The stark reality has become more evident. Our planet is standing at the edge of a global water crisis, a crisis that demands our immediate attention and collective action. As the warning bells have been sounded by the UN Water Development Report of 2023, the risk is real, and it is upon us. But amidst the challenges, there lies an opportunity for change. Our journey has revealed stories of resilience, innovation, and communities coming together to address water scarcity. It's not too late, but the time to act is now. From local solutions to global initiatives, we have the power to turn the tide. Every drop saved, every sustainable practice adopted, and every community empowered has a huge change. We cannot afford to be passive observers in this crisis. The call to action is clear. It's time for us to be bearers of our most precious resource. We must raise awareness, advocate for change, and support initiatives that prioritize sustainable water management. The challenge is daunting, but history has shown that when humanity, unites for a common cause, we can overcome the greatest challenges. The solution lies in our hands, and it begins with a simple but powerful choice: the choice to care. We can engage in local organization and collaborate with other people to be a part of the solution. Together we can create a future where water is not the source of crisis, but a symbol of life, resilience, and shared prosperity.